Wikispeed, Lynnwood, Washington, United States shop, February 4th, 2016 demo video. I forgot to do this until after everybody was leaving, but we had 42 people here today. Oh my gosh. 7 teams working in parallel. Here's what we got done. There's a working proof of concept of parking brakes on car number 8. That was a team all on their own. Now they have it zip tied in, etc., but it's actually bolted to the calipers. And when you spin the wheels and then lift the parking brake, it does cinch. So they have a valid layout for the parking brake. Now they know and I know that these parking brake lines go right through where the engine module currently sits and the interior module currently sits, but it's valid proof of concept of this layout. And we'll figure out what we want to do about the lines in future. Do we want to put them under the car and then put a skid plate under that, or what do we want to do? So that's one team. Another team created a mold for a lift-off micro house, like a flower pot, stackable design. So they're gonna sand down and trim the top edges so it won't catch. So it's a 5-degree draft or more all around. But this is the micro house mold. Here's the idea of that. Here's how we make cars. We machine a car shape out of foam and lay carbon fiber on top and then lift the car off, right? So that's a skill we already do, and we want more people to practice that skill, and we have scrap foam and scrap carbon fiber. Now, carbon fiber sounds like a really gourmet material to make a house for the homeless out of, but we have scrap. For us, it's a form of trash, so let's give it a good use. So the micro house is a lift-off shape of a buck of foam this way. Now they simplified it and made it a pyramid, which works just fine, and then a separate insulated floor. That way they can ship by being stacked, you know, 10s high, and fill up a container with them, I think maybe several thousand, and send it where it needs to go. Then cut a door out of the ply, a hinge, and a latching lock on both sides, and you're set. So you ship flat pack floors and then stacked tops, and you have your micro house. They completed in one day. They went from idea to delivery. They made a little proof of concept, verified it had release, and then created a full size. So that's 2 teams. A third team created a wiring extension for the engine ignition and tested that. A 4th team created a functional, and they verified it, electronic shifter, which is a technique we've used earlier and actually don't even see it at the moment. Either they removed it or they attached it inside. What's deep inside? Where is it? Where do I see it?
It's taped. It's right here. There's
it's masked? Yeah. Okay. So here, now it's not final. It's not shifting from the driver's position yet, but it does shift. And they did that in just one day. Actually, fragments of a day. So that's 4 teams. A 5th team set up our 3D scanner upstairs, experimented with different methods and scanned car parts. So a headlight, and for that they had to mask the clear sections of the light so the 3D scanner worked correctly with it, etc. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th or 6th team, I lost count already. It's been a long day. Made a prototype educational campaign with the Skyclops electric vehicle that was built as an electric vehicle competition by a set of high school students in rural Michigan as part of the Square One electric vehicle prototyping contest. And now we bought this car because it's awesome. And a team created a video saying, here's how educational providers that want to use Scrum can work with a hardware project, and we'll make this vehicle available to them, find an inexpensive method to get it to them, and all they have to do is email us at info@wikispeed.com, and we'll try to find out a way to get it to them. So that's another team. Now I think there's 2 more teams. I'll pan across the backlog for today, but that's what I can remember right now. That's been a long day. Okay, yeah. So Team Curious Cats scanned parts. They scanned a toy NSX, verification of Geomagic, that's the CAD software we use. They did install a graphics card, tested the 3D scanner, installed the drivers, scanned the headlight. So that's Curious Cats. Troika Plus was working on the shifter, and they got it to work in proof of concept. The Curious did mount the ignition. I can't read that handwriting. They completed the 4-wire harness, they added connectors, etc. Morpheus, oh yeah, the car steering rack. They went through several steering rack tie rod extension prototypes and didn't finish. But that was a really hard problem. It ended up being, that said, I think they've now got a working solution, but it's not completed. It's a working solution intention and description, and I think they're ordering parts tonight to try to finish tomorrow. Then the Awesome Monkeys, oh yeah, they did the rear suspension. They also mounted and changed the mounts to the chassis of the rear suspension as well, and then built the parking brake prototype, which is kind of legend. Then the Pioneers, they're the Microhouse team, and that's their prototype and their mold. They even went out to get the parts today. So procurement, design, shaping, creation, all in one day. Then Team Chaos, they're the ones who worked on the Huron Skyclops electric vehicle. They charged the batteries, they tested it, they removed it from the crate, they had to unbox it, which was awesome, assemble the rear spoiler, etc., and then test it, film a video, make it available to other schools. That's all 7 teams, and that was today. What an epic day. Thanks from Lynnwood, Washington. Everybody, have the awesomest time ever making the world a better place.